Hi everybody. I thought it was about time I'd done a me, myself and Fibro kind of video vlog thing. So I've been staying on my channel for a while. Sorry if I keep looking, I'm not looking at the camera but I'm looking at myself. Yeah, so if anybody's new to my channel watching this, hello. My name is Diane. I'm a mum of 7 and nan out of 10. And I have fibromyalgia, along with many other things that comes along with that. So I thought, sorry, I'm sitting on my daughter's swivel chair, so I'm swiveling about, just in the middle of taking my Solpadol. But anyway, so this is about me, myself and fibromyalgia, not about anybody else. So just a quick disclaimer that this is about my fibromyalgia. No one else has the same fibromyalgia as anybody else. We all have different pain levels, different places to get the pain, different reactions to the pain, different illnesses that go along with the fibro. So there's no one person that's exactly the same as somebody else. None. Well, none that I know of anyway, and none that the doctors know of. So this is just my symptoms. Now I haven't written anything down because I don't want people thinking, oh, I've written down what to say and all that. So no doubt I might have to make 2 or even maybe 3 of these videos, because I have, if most of you watch my channel are watching this, I have brain fart moments where I completely forget all normality and what should go where and everything else. So yeah, no doubt there probably is going to be at least a second video to this. So yeah, just a disclaimer that this is not a feel sorry for me video. This is not a see, this already started the brain fart moments. This is not a not a feel sorry for me video. This is not a here's how you diagnose yourself with fibromyalgia. This is not a, it's just not a video to kind of diagnose yourself, feel sorry for me. It's nothing like that. This is just, a few people have asked me to do this that also have fibro that I'm now friends with online. And so I'm doing my version of it, how I live with fibro. So for me, I have a lot of other illnesses. What is fibro to start with? I think fibro is mainly a pain disorder where your body deals with pain a lot more severely than anybody else. So somebody could just be dealing with like cramps or something like that, and we feel it a million times worse. Our nervous system can't cope with anything, and as I said, there's a lot of other problems that come along with fibro, a lot of other symptoms rather, and I'll go through a few of some of mine, but as I said, I'll probably forget some of them, in which case I'll make a second video. I got diagnosed, it's got to be about 4 years ago now, 3-4 years ago now, after years and years of testing, and I mean every test known to man. If watching this video you think maybe you've got fibromyalgia, you have to go to the GP, and the GP will then send you to hospital tests to rule out anything else. Sorry, I just want to turn my notifications down on my phone because I never learn. Yeah, because it takes years to be diagnosed with fibro, and I mean years. You can't just go to the doctor and then the doctor a couple of months later go, oh, you've got fibro. It does not work like that. You have to be tested for every other illnesses. Fibromyalgia is very, very similar to lupus and Lyme disease. It is not a life-threatening illness, although it is a progressive illness. A lot of people get worse on it. Recently, doctors have found out it is kind of hereditary. You can pass it on, or other family members have it. So a lot of the symptoms that I have, my mum seems to have a lot, and 2 of my daughters, one in particular, has literally all the symptoms I have like early on. So I think that she's got fibro, so she's now in the middle of getting tested, but as I said, it takes years. I've been poked, prodded, I've had radiation tests, I've had cameras up, down. Yeah, you have to go through literally all scans, x-rays, the lot, just to be tested for everything else. A lot of people with fibro, or think they've had fibro, actually get tested and find out they have a vitamin D deficiency or something, and have to go for injections. in the process of being tested for fibro, I've also found out I've got an irritable bowel disease. I've got to go and have another camera up the way again to test for diverticulitis. Mum's got it and I seem to have a lot of symptoms. They tried doing it a couple of years ago with the camera, even sedated me, and they couldn't get the camera where they needed to go. That's all we're going to say on that. So yeah, I've got to go. As I said, with fibro, there's a lot of other, you get a lot of other illnesses, and it's all kind of rolled into one. So fibro for me, starting from top to bottom, is, as you can see, I have thinning hair. Now, like I said, fibro, a lot of things like the thinning hair can be contributed to like a hormone deficiency. So because you have thinning hair or all these other symptoms that I'm going to mention, doesn't mean to say you've got fibro. You could just have a hormone problem, thyroid problem, you know, absolutely anything else. So whatever I go say in this video, don't be then diagnosing yourself. If you think you might have it, please go to your own GP and let them do further tests. But as I said, it can take a long time unless you're with a private health service, in which case it should be not fairly quick, but you know, within at least a year you should be able to be diagnosed with fibromyalgia. So yeah, so I'm just going to list through what I've got, and if anybody wants to know any in-depth explanation from that, fair enough, you can leave a comment below. I'll have no negative comments, please. As I said, this is not a cry for help, oh boohoo, oh woe me kind of thing. As I said, no, a lot of people that have fibro are on benefits for it. I am not on any sickness benefits for my fibro, even though my GP put me through the system to go on to disability benefits about 3-4 years ago, and I got turned down, which I knew I would. I told him I would. As far as I'm concerned, yes, I am, even though I put on the camera when I do my videos and that, I look fine, and I go out on short walks and things like that. A lot of the time I'm not fine, I'm in a lot of pain, but at the end of the day, I can still use my arms and legs. When it gets to the point where I'm more bedridden, so I'm looking to the left because my bed's to the left of me, I'm in my bedroom. When I'm in my bed more than what I am not, that's when I'll put myself maybe through that system again of I need to go on sickness benefits, which I never ever, hopefully, touch wood, touch hairy wood, I never want to do again, because that made me feel horrendous. Left me feeling suicidal. Just, I'm not even going to go. That's another discussion, talking about the benefit system with sickness and fibromyalgia. That's just a whole nother rant for me. But yeah, but as I said, fibro is like similar to lupus and Lyme disease with the pain. A lot of the symptoms are the same, but it's not the same. So they're a lot worse, and I do feel for those of you. I have two of my subscribers. One has Lyme disease and one has lupus. You know who you are, and yeah, I would really feel for you, because I think one of them actually has been diagnosed with fibro as well. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. She has Lyme disease and fibromyalgia. Oh my God, and I can't even imagine how that must feel, because this fibro is bad enough. So anyway, for me, as I said, I have thinning hair, as you can tell, really thin. I'm going bald everywhere. That again can be contributed to hormone issues at my age. As I said, I'm a 9 out of 10. I'm not going to tell my age. I have no hormone issues. I'm not even premenopausal at the minute, which doctors thought I was. I've even had a recent test, because I go every 6 months. Just for other health issues, I have to have a smear and a hormone test just every 6 months. And I'm not even premenopausal yet. So fibro sufferers do have thinning hair, baldness, things like that. I have problems with my eyesight. In one of my eyes, I have like a spiderweb shadow. They thought maybe I'd had like a brain bleed or a stroke a few years ago, because that can cause that. But again, fibro sufferers have that. I am light sensitive, heat sensitive, touch sensitive, and noise sensitive. A bit like, you know, like when autistic children are kind of, this is nothing to do with autism. My granddaughter has autism. So I'm just saying, like with the light sensitive, if I go in the sunlight, or if I'm walking in a shopping centres are the worst. I'm sure anybody else that's got fibro will tell you, if you're trying to walk, that certain fake light makes me feel nauseous and gives me a head. Oh, it just makes me feel really ill straight away. Noise sensitive, I can't have like loud music, loud noises like banging, Like if somebody drops something, I get really startled. I'm very, very noise sensitive. My family and friends will tell you I'm in the dark a lot. I've only got lights on at the minute because obviously you need to see me. You need to see me gabbing. So yeah, so I'm light sensitive. I like the dark. My daughter Natalia seems to be the same, but she's got epilepsy, so we're all falling to bits. But yeah, we all seem to like the dark. So that's a lot of the fibro thing as well. I have problems with my jaw, but I did have a dentist that broke my jaw years back. I mean, that was, when was that? That was back before I had Natalia, so that was years ago, and I still have a lot of problems. But they don't know if it's part of the fibro now. That's why I've got jaw problems. TMJ is part of the jaw problems that you have with fibro, and it's similar now. So they don't know if that's kind of, maybe that could have triggered everything off. With fibro, they can say it's like childhood trauma can trigger it off, accidents can trigger it off, death can trigger it off, you know, like grief and things like that. Personally, I just think it's something genetically. I don't think it's anything to do with childhood trauma and all that. That's psychological, because that means it's all in your head. That's a load of bollocks to me. Absolute bollocks, because everybody has their own issues. Absolutely everybody on the planet. There's not one person on the planet that doesn't go through depression, suicidal thoughts or something at some point in their life. So sorry, but that's bullshit to me. To me, there's definitely something genetic going on as to what's causing it. Doctors, of course, don't know what's causing it yet. There's all sorts of things at the minute. It's genetic. It's something to do with, there was a nerve or something in your hand that was causing it. It was hormones. It's to do with your past and all that crap. And so again, we don't know. I am half deaf in one ear. That's not necessarily anything to do with fibro. As I said, I'm going bald in places I shouldn't be. I am growing hair where I shouldn't be. Again, that's normally contributed to being my age, menopause. But I'm not premenopausal. But again, a lot of fibro sufferers have that. I have a lot of migraines. As you can tell, I'm swinging on this chair a lot, but a lot of you that watch my channel know I suffer with dizziness. That is down to fibro. Well, I have arthritis in my neck. That's fibro as well. Everybody I know has got fibro, has arthritis or osteoporosis or both. I have arthritis as well, and I've got it in my neck, upper spine and lower spine, and my doctor thinks I've got it in my hips, although he says there's not much point in getting an x-ray for it. He said, because if I've got it, I've got it, and if I haven't, I haven't. So he says I'm already on painkillers, so there's nothing they would do for it anyway. So yeah, where was I? So yeah, weight issues. You can get weight issues with hormones and all that as well, but I have weight issues. I have costochondritis, which is a rib disorder, which is a really painful rib problem, like stabbing pains. So I have costochondritis. You can look that up if you want an in-depth description on that. I started getting that. That was just over a year ago. I had the first little episode. Nothing again until I was in my last house a few months back, and then ended up, my parents had to take me to hospital. I was in absolute agony. And the hospital diagnosed me with costochondritis, and I've never known pain like it. Never known pain like it. And I got sent home with the pain because there's nothing they could do for it apart from give you anti-inflammatories and tell you to rest. And I've never been right since. It's never gone away. It dies down, never goes away. So I suffer with that pain daily. So as you can tell, I sound like I'm out of breath, but it's not. It's just because I've recently moved house in the past couple of days. And I've been doing quite a lot, so I'm trying to hold my arms close to my ribs as possible so that I'm not moving my ribs. That's kind of a psychological thing as well, because no matter what I do, my ribs are going to hurt. But to me, trying to keep my arms and my ribs as still as possible helps me. So I have costochondritis as well. Dizziness is a big part of mine, and I've had dizziness for, how long have I had dizziness for now? I remember I first noticed the really bad dizziness. I had a severe hemorrhage after I had my son Harry, and he's 18 now. So yeah, I had a severe hemorrhage with him to the point I died. I flatlined, and they had to like bring me back. And I'd lost 4 units of blood, which is basically 4 bags of blood. And I remember on the 3rd bag of blood, I got really, really dizzy. Whether that started off fibro, something in somebody else's blood started it, don't know. But I have no clue. But I had like little niggles and pains and all that before then. But when you have kids, you do have niggles and pains. So that's how my dizziness started. It was then. I remember getting it then. And I've had it every day since. Basically, if you've just been around about 20 times, that's me on a good day. Hence why I don't really go. I do go out, but I don't go on buses unless I really have to. And there are days where I literally can't even move my head on the pillow without the room. It's not necessarily spinning. It's like being on a fairground, you know, where everything's just kind of like moving around and then up and down. Well, that's how I feel all the time. I mean, if you see my eyes go, you'll see why. It doesn't help with the cocodamol, can make you woozy as well. So yes, I have that. And general pain, obviously with the arthritis now. I've also, at the moment, I'm suffering with a prolapsed wound bladder, so I'm waiting on op for that. So that doesn't help the pain that I have kind of in my hips and my groin. So going down, painful boobs, that's part of fibro as well, also part of hormones, but painful boobs. Neck, literally every joint you have. I'm not going to say how a doctor can diagnose you. You have to go and see a rheumatologist, and they'll diagnose you properly with the fibro. But I'm not going to say on here how they do that, because I don't want people them making up, oh yeah, I've got fibro, and do you know what I mean? I will go into it in another video if somebody else wants me to, but I don't want to tell people, yes, this is how you have fibro. If you have fibro, I want you to go to the doctors and find out for yourself. I don't want you self-diagnosing by what I'm saying. So I don't want to give you the answers on how you get your results, if you know what I mean. I'd rather you go to the doctors yourself. And does that make sense? I don't think it's making any sense. I know what I'm meaning. I don't want to tell you how to get diagnosed. I want you to go to the doctors and get the doctor and whatever to diagnose you, the hospital. That's what I mean. Yeah, so I have painful hips. As I said, there's going to be probably a few things I'm forgetting just now, but I will make another video. I have hot, painful feet. Doesn't come all the time. Yeah, it's like having a hot water bottle on your feet along with pins and needles. I get that a lot. That's part of fibro as well. That's a really, really weird one. I've had that. I remember having that the first time, I think when I was pregnant with my son Jonathan, and he's 22 in a couple of weeks. Oh my God. He's 22 in a couple of weeks. And I remember having it pregnant with him because I remember having to put a cold cloth over my feet. My feet are literally on fire. Literally on fire. Cramp, whole body cramp. And I mean whole body cramp, literally. That's the other thing to do with my jaw, which is part of fibro and the TMJ. But you can get it if you've got like tetanus. Basically, when I yawn, not all the time, but if I try and do a big yawn, my jaw cramps up. Now, my daughter, I don't want to say what daughter because she might not want me to say it's her, but one of my daughters has it. When you yawn, your jaw cramps up like that. You kind of have to rub under here for like a couple of minutes until it like wears off, and that is severely painful. But we also get full body cramp. Like I can't write, like I used to have pen powers, I can't write full letters anymore. Because my hand just like cramps up like a claw. Can't do things like that. Acid indigestion, lots of stomach problems. I have severe IBS, where this might be TMI. If you're eating, do not listen to the next couple of minutes. But I have diarrhea constantly. I've not had a normal bowel movement in years, hence why I need to go back to the hospital and blah blah blah. I'm on Bascopan and Mebeverine for it, to try and at least let me be able to go out. But when I'm out, I can't go like out and have a meal with somebody. I can't go out and like I won't eat in places like the Asda Cafe. I'll go out and have a McDonald's if there's an outside area. Like our McDonald's, thank God, is an outside area. But I know damn well within 10 minutes I need to go to the loo. I mean, most people, like when you eat a meal, it's meant to take a couple of days to go through. Mine takes literally within 5 minutes of eating. Mine's gone through. I have allergy attacks. That's another thing with fibro. Also not fibro related as well. You can get that from lots of other things. That just started about 3-4 years ago, just completely out of the blue. I mean, literally, I could drink just like a glass of water in the morning and have a full-on anaphylactic attack for no reason. And again, that's put down to fibro. A lot of fibro sufferers have allergy problems with food, drinks, just anything, absolutely anything. I mean, obviously you can get allergies any time in your life. You could be eating the same thing, drinking the same thing every day for like 40, 50 years, and all of a sudden become allergic to it. Such is life. So yeah, I have allergy problems, bowel problems, eye problems. I have a constant stuffy nose. A lot of you will be able to tell in my videos as well if you've watched me before. I'm really stuffy. And so I have a constant like blocked up nose. I've had a camera up there and all, can't find nothing. It's just here's always blocked. Again, that's a lot with fibro as well. So yeah, as I said, I'm probably leaving out a lot of things, but at the minute, that's it. I also have dry mouth a lot, but again, that could be down to like medications and stuff. But for my fibro, it is the dizziness, it's the pain, it's the stomach issues. I have heart issues as well. I have problems with my heart. They're not serious, but I do have cardiorhythmia, fast heartbeat, heart palpitations. Again, all fibro. But again, it doesn't help when you're in a lot of pain. So it's yeah, it's a really, really hard one to try and describe to somebody. If somebody goes to me, so what's fibromyalgia? You kind of go, because there's literally like, there must be about 200 different symptoms. And as I said, there's not one person exactly the same as somebody else, not one. So trying to describe even me, because I know I kind of automatically panic going, and I'm telling you like this video right now, but I know there's going to be something I've missed, and I'm going to go, oh crap, I should have told you this. So, but at the moment, that's what I've got at the minute. Well, I can remember, and that's not saying, oh, she's making it up. I'll show you. I've showed medications in my other videos. I'll show you medications. If I have to, I'll even try and set up an interview with my doctor, and he'll tell you exactly. Try and tell you what fibro is. How do I manage fibro? Pretty much the same as everybody else. Nothing like what the doctors tell you to do. The doctors tell you, pace yourself, do little things at a time, go to bed. Now, if you're anything like me, I don't like my bloody bed. I hate being in my bed. I get depressed being in my bed. I get bloody sore being in my bed. It's easy enough resting, but resting also doesn't do you much good either. So, yeah, if you're anything like me with fibro, you kind of, when you're having a good day. Now, when I say a good day, people, I mean, this is going to be long-winded. When I say a good day, it's not like, oh yeah, I can go out party, go shopping, I can do this, do that, do 101 things, and I'm fine at the end of the day. No. When fibro sufferers have a good day, it means we can do some stuff and then probably suffer for about a week, bedridden, or like, at least for a good few days, we're in a lot of pain to the point where, I mean, I know there's fibro sufferers watching, they're going to be, there's another TMI moment, like me, when you're in so much pain, either from your ribs or whatever, you have struggled even wiping your own backside. Pain. And trust me, I've been there. So, yeah, fibro, as I said, it's not life-threatening, but it's life-altering. So, it's, yeah, it sucks. It sucks big time. How do you cope with it? You've got to get on with it. Oh, don't get me wrong, we all, as I said, everybody, not even people that have got fibro, go to that dark place in your head. We all go there, do you know what I mean? But yeah, there's times when you have a flare up. Anything can set a flare up. Having a cold, doing too much one day, like this house move. I've been not too bad, again, touch wood, packing, unpacking. I am slowly now going down there where I'm flaring up, and my exhaustion, that's the other thing that I forgot. The exhaustion, the extreme tiredness, the fatigue. I didn't have that part of fibro until about 4 months ago, I think it was, after a really bad bout of flu, and it just hasn't gone away at all. And I went to the doctors like a smart ass and thought, I'm just going to be anemic. It's going to be my hormones. I'm finally going through menopause. I thought, and even my doctor was like, no, I think you've got chronic fatigue syndrome now. And I'm like, no, I'm not, because as I said, I don't like being in my bed. I don't like not being able to do nothing. It frustrates the life out of me, because in my mind I'm still like 21 and I want to get up and go like I did when I had all the kids when they were little. I can't do it anymore, and I've got no idea how much that pisses me off. And yeah, all my blood tests, I mean all of them, I mean they took 8 bottles of bloody blood out of me, and tested everything, absolutely everything that you could think of, and they all come back fine. So of course he's diagnosed me with chronic fatigue syndrome, which is basically means if you can stay awake for 3 days straight and see how tired you feel, that's us on a good day. So yeah, and as I said, touch wood, I've been able to manage it not too bad the past few weeks, but now that my kind of house is done, my body's now giving up. I mean, I probably look really tired now because I'm absolutely mullered. I'm absolutely mullered. Again, it doesn't help when you're taking strong painkillers. If you wonder what this is, I've got soluble solpadol in this, which is the 30/500 cocodamol, and I take ibuprofen, and I've got nortriptyline, and I've got Lycra, which is also called something else. What is Lycra else called? I can't remember the medical name for Lycra. And I've got that, and I've got the mebeverine and the Bascopan, and I've got Fenbid gel, which is a Briffin gel that you put on your ribs to try and stop the swelling for that as well. So yeah, so I can't even remember where I was 5 minutes ago when I was talking about before the tiredness. But yeah, the fatigue is really, really bad, and I'm sure all of you are getting really, really tired watching me, because I did say I only wanted to make this about 8 minutes long before I started it. So we're getting up to about 30 minutes now. So anyway, so that's my Me, Myself and Fibro video, part 1. I could go into it along the lines of how I live day to day. If anybody's interested, know what I do to kind of help myself around the house. Hints or tips or tricks of what I do to kind of like manage. Because as I said, I live here myself with my daughter Natalia, and Natalia has epilepsy. That's one of the reasons why I moved into this house, because it's got a downstairs toilet that can be changed into a wet room. So that's really good, because obviously if she has a seizure downstairs, it's easier then for her to get to the toilet, me to try and lift her, get to the toilet, which again is very, very hard when you've got sore ribs. And vice versa. And also she's 16 now, she takes care of me as well, makes me cups of tea, and she makes the odd dinner if I'm really, really sore. And she'll go make dinner, bless her. Yeah, so that's my Me, Myself and Fibro for today, guys. I will not bore you anymore. It's getting very dark outside, hence why I look rather blue, like a smurf, like a big fat smurf. So I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to wish my watchers who I know have fibro, I'm sure they won't mind me mentioning them, well, fibro and lupus and everything. We have Elle's Life, the lovely Elodie. She has a chronic illness. Go on over and give her a like and subscribe. Also the lovely The Moon and Stars. Sorry, I really can't remember your name right now. She has, I'm sure it's lupus. No, she has Lyme disease and fibromyalgia. It's gone through a really tough time lately. Please go over and give her a like and subscribe. And also the lovely Mum Michelle, who also has fibro like me, and hers is a lot worse than mine. And she has some other issues, but again, that's not my place to say on here. But I'm sure she won't mind me telling you she also has fibromyalgia. Please go on over and give her a like and subscribe. Again, as I said, I will do a second video, because I'm going to watch this back and I'm going to go, no, I should have said this, or maybe I should have described it that way, or could have described something a bit better. So that's my fibro, guys. And like I said, no, I'm not on any sickness benefits for it at the beginning of the video. But if anybody else wants to know anything else, please leave a comment below. As I said, no negative videos. I am not somebody that sits on their bum all day and does nothing, let me tell you, even though it might seem like it on videos and stuff sometimes. No, I might have fibro, but I'm not letting it beat me. I'm kicking its ass at the minute. It kicks my ass some days, but at the minute, until I'm literally in my bed more than I'm not, then I am not giving in, and I'm going to kick its ass, and I'm going to keep kicking its ass. So I hope to speak to you all soon, and I wish you all well, and I really hope none of you watching this have fibro. And if you do, or you know somebody that you think may have fibromyalgia, please go and get them to a GP and get the diagnosis process going, and don't suffer in silence. If you need a chat, I'm always available. You can get me, leave a comment below, or you can find me on Instagram. My Instagram name is the same as my YouTube channel name. And yeah, I'm happy to talk to anybody about it, or just about anything if you're feeling a bit lonely. and you fancy a chat. So anyway, take care guys. Speak to you all soon.